The Presence retreat.
So I am at the Practicing the Presence retreat, and a big idea that is in my mind is living our lives with God. What does it mean to live our lives with God? There's a Latin word, coram Deo, in the presence of God. What does it mean to live our lives in the presence of God? We weren't meant to live our lives in silos, but walking with God in His presence. And finally, what is the effect of our living our lives in His presence? I'm reminded of the story of Moses, how when he came down from the mountain after having been in God's presence, how his face was radiant. And maybe you've met people like that. You encounter them and you're like, wow, this person's just like something different about this person's lives are shaped by our days. And so what are things that help us to have our lives shaped each day? Habits that allow us to live in that reality.
What aspects of your life do you most experience His presence alongside you? Where do you feel His face shining upon you?
Well, it could be just reading God's word, His word to us.
He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers.
Or praying. And there are many other habits that allow us to walk in His presence, to live our lives with God. And so what are some things that can make a person different? I think when a person lives and has the fruit of the Spirit, some people call this like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. That is a life that is with God. Or love, when a person's loving. And when I say loving, it's not just a feeling, but love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not easily angered, it is not rude, it does not insist on its own way, it does not rejoice with wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things. Love never fails. So living with a great love for yourself, for God, and for others. Living our lives with God. The big idea, with God, the habits that allow us to live with God, and the power and presence that comes when we live with God, and the effect that benefits ourselves and others. So thankful for Pastor Brandon and his team from the very beginning. When I first came to Saddleback Church over 10 years ago, his welcome to his continued ministry and ministering through retreats and through podcasts. I feel like through the years I've grown closer to the Lord because of his ministering, his presence, and I appreciate him so much.